Hi Year 3, welcome to our first Talk for Writing session on YouTube this term. Our learning objective for today is can I make corrections and improvements to my work? Now in class we have our purple polishing pens, but what do we use them for? Have a think. Well done, we use our purple polishing pens to correct our work. We'll do a nice neat line through something that we've done wrong and rewrite it in the purple polishing pen. Or we'll use them to add in full stops and capital letters and finger spaces if we have missed them. Now we've got a piece of writing here and I just want you to have a little think about what you notice about it. Pause the video to have a think. Well done. If you have said that we've missed some capital letters, some full stops, a finger space, and then maybe a few words that have been spelt wrong. How could we improve it? What I would like for you to do is get a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you to make the improvements yourself, and then we'll go through the answer together. Pause the video to have a go. Okay, so I'm going to use my purple polishing pen here to have a go at correcting it. So already straight away, I can see that I have not started my sentence with a capital letter. Every time you start a new sentence, we need a capital letter. Now I've also noticed here, I've got a spelling mistake. So I'm going to put a nice neat line through it. And then I'm going to rewrite it correctly above it. So it's capital T for Tyrannosaurus. Then if I move along, I've also seen I've spelled reptile wrong. So I need to do a nice neat line through that with my purple polishing pen. And then I'm going to write it correctly. And at the end of my sentence, there should always be a full stop. So I'm going to add in my full stop here after reptile. Now I've got a capital I here, so that's perfect. I'm going to read along. It could grow to 12 meters long. Okay, so I need a full stop here. Tyrannosaurus rex like to eat meat. Again, I need a full stop at the end of my sentence. Now here, I need a capital I because it is a new start to a new sentence. So it weighed around 6,000 kg, full stop at the end, capital T for my new sentence. The Tyrannosaurus rex was the king of dinosaurs. And here again, I need a full stop and then a capital F for this bit. For 90 years, it was one of the largest killers to have walked the earth. Now I've noticed I've missed out a finger space in between the and earth. So I need to draw a nice, neat line between the two words so I know that a finger space needs to go here. And at the end of my sentence, I need a full stop. Well done if you corrected the work and you made all the same corrections as I have. Now, I want to think about how we can make this piece of text more interesting and engaging to the reader. So could you please have a go at thinking about what we could add to the text to make it better to read? Pause the video to have a think. Okay, so we could use adverbs. Now these are words that tell us how we do the verb. So they normally end in ly, for example, quickly, slowly, cautiously. Those are some adverbs that we could use. We could also add in some adjectives. So these are our describing words. We could use comparison. So for example, we could say the T-Rex is heavier than a car. We could also use our technical and factual language. So this is things like carnivore, omnivore, herbivore, predator, this type of technical language that will make our writing much more interesting to read. And we could also add in any extra details that we could think of. So what I would like for you to do is to make some improvements using this piece of text and using the slide before to help you. So pause the video and see if you can make some improvements to this text by adding in some adverbs, adding in some adjectives, adding in a comparison, some factual and technical language, and then we can go through it together and hopefully we've got some similar sort of things, or maybe you've got some more, which would be great to see. So pause the video here to have a go at rewriting this to make it more interesting and engaging for the reader. Right, so let's have a look at the first sentence. It says the name Tyrannosaurus means tyrant reptile. Now, I can't think of anything that I'd like to add to this bit, and I'm quite happy with what that sentence says. So let's have a look at the next bit. It could grow to 12 meters long. Now here, I might think of a comparison that I could add in. So I'm going to get my purple polishing pen. I'm going to draw a little arrow here just so I know that I'm adding something in before that full stop. And I'm going to write something to compare it with. So it could grow to 12 meters long, which is longer than a car. And I'm quite happy with that. Okay, Tyrannosaurus Rex like to eat meat. Now, I can think of a word that's a bit more technical and a bit more factual to use than saying like to eat meat. So I'm going to do a nice neat line through like to eat meat, and I'm going to write instead Tyrannosaurus Rex was a carnivore, because carnivore is an animal that likes to eat meat. Then I've got it weighed around 6,000 kg. I'm quite happy with this. I could add a comparison in, but I've already got one, so I think I'm quite happy with that. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was the king of the dinosaurs. Again, I think I'm quite happy with that sentence there. For 90 years, it was one of the largest killers. Okay, so here, instead of using the word killers, I can use another technical word, and instead I'm going to use the word predator, because a predator is an animal that goes out and hunts its food. So it was one of the largest predators to have walked the earth. I think I could probably add in some adjectives here. To have walked maybe an expanded noun phrase would be interesting to add in here. So again, I'm going to get my purple polishing pen. I'm going to put an arrow above here because that's where I want to add in between the and earth. Then I'm going to get my text. To have walked the large, round earth. There we go. And I'm quite happy now with how this reads. So it says, the Tyrannosaurus means tyrant reptile. It could grow to 12 meters long, which is longer than a car. Tyrannosaurus Rex was a carnivore. It weighed around 6,000 kg. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was king of the dinosaurs. For 90 years, it was one of the largest predators to have walked the large, round earth. Now, this is much more interesting for me to read, and I'm very happy with how it has turned out. I would love to see how your pieces of text have turned out. So please take a picture of them and post them on Tapestry so that I can have a look at them and mark them. Thank you so much for watching Year 3. See you tomorrow.